I think, Professor, we should start.
Right, I'm ready.
Okay, so let me introduce Dr. Imad Ramadani to all of you. He is basically an associate professor in Edinburgh, Napier University. From 2005, he's working over there. He got his PhD degree from UTC France in May 2005, and previously he got his master's and bachelor's degree back in 1998 and 2001, which was also from France. And he worked extensively with Motorola Research Lab in Paris, and he's having some international journal publications with prestigious journals, conferences, and even he authored and edited some of the books as well. He's having some patents as well. So he's a renowned professor, and he's working from many years from UK. And that's a big opportunity for all of you, for the people who's living in the third world countries, to they should create some sort of a uniqueness in their self. So that's why I will say special thanks to Dr. Imad Ramadani, that he given us his precious time to the students, to the practitioner, to the engineers, that they should groom themselves in a better way by using the Harvard Platform EDX. His topic is all about how to stand out from the crowd using the Harvard Platform EDX. So over to you, Dr. Imad Ramadani, and you can start your session. Uh, I hope it will be good for all of us. Thank you. Start.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Dr. Inam, for this opportunity. It's a great pleasure to be with you today. And as you mentioned, this is going to be an open session where with everyone, student, engineers, lecturers and professors in university. And the main primary aim is to share some experience with you about what will be the best technique and strategy for any individual, whether he is a student, an early career researcher, or an experienced academic staff, to upskill himself and to reach the highest level of knowledge possible and to keep the momentum growing all the time. As Dr. Inam introduced me, I'm Imed Romdhani, in Arabic Imed, and the family name is Ramadani. It's from the Ramadan month that we celebrated a couple of weeks ago, the end of it. I'm from Tunisia, so I did all my primary, secondary, university in Tunisia. So I did master's in high school, and then I did 5 years engineering school, including 2 extensive preparatory years where we study everything: maths, physics, chemistry, mechanical design, everything. And then we have a national exam for admission in prestigious engineering school in Tunisia, which is the same style of study in Morocco, Algeria, and France. Then I worked a couple of years in Tunisia with an engineering company there before moving to France, where I did my master's degree and then my PhD, which was an industrial PhD with the research lab Motorola in Paris. And since 2005, I moved to Scotland. So I'm talking to you from Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland in the north of UK. So I will try to reflect back on my own experience to give you some kind of or ingredient of success, if you like, that worked for me, but you can use them or get some insight on inspiration from them. And I will reflect on my own experience, since I've been in contact since 2009 with around 500,000, I say 500,000 engineers from North Africa and MENA region. So I used to have one of the largest Facebook engineering page. It's called in French, "We are the engineer, nous sommes les ingénieurs." Sadly, this page has been frozen due to the war in Gaza, and even my own Facebook account has been disabled. And I'm proud of that. I don't care if they want to stop me from expressing my own thoughts about the genocide and the crime that is happening in that region. And I'm always speaking loudly about this, whether they accept it or not. So that's just to close it. So from the 2009 until now, as I said, I've been in contact with all kind of engineers, all kind of learners from the region. As Dr. Inam mentioned, they are keen to learn and they don't know how to learn, or they have opportunities which they don't know how to exploit. So today we'll try to reflect on these different experiences. It's a wide spectrum of people and cases that I have encountered, and I'm still in contact with hundreds, if not thousands, of people during these years. So to come back about these particular, what we are going to talk about is how existing platforms and resources that are already available with many of them are free, some of them are with very cheap price for us living in Pakistan or in North Africa or any other regions that we can exploit, we can use in an intelligent and effective way to upskill ourselves. So the first thing anyone must ask, regardless of his academic level, regardless of his experience, are two questions. And he has to be very clear, precise, and concise to answer them with the highest confidence possible. These two questions are, what are your technical strengths? So if I am an employer and I want to recruit you, whatever the position is going to be, so in 1, 2, or 3 points, 1 or 2 or 3 points, you should articulate very clearly what is your technical strength. Why I'm focusing and highlighting the technical side of things, because theoretically we have studied a lot of things, all of us. We know that we are good in these kind of things. But as an employer, I would like you to see your added value. If I put you in the chain of production, what you can produce, okay? So this is one of the things. So anyone should have at least one. If you are Einstein, you can have 2 or 3, okay? And these skills are the best practices and the best trend in the field according to today practice. So if you are a network engineer, you should know the tools and the techniques and the method today. If you are a security engineer, same thing. If you are a back-end or a front-end engineer, if you are a mechatronic engineer, robotics engineer, artificial engineers, chemistry, it doesn't matter what is your field. You should know what are the best tools, techniques, methods that are used in any workplace, university, research labs, industrial companies. What are these? If you don't know them, because you didn't have this opportunity to explore and to know everything, you need to start from today by scanning the search engine websites, and you need to target the highest position possible. Expert, network expert, mechanical engineer expert, mechatronics expert, and you put a table in front of you to see what are the desired skills. So modeling, simulation, analytic computation, it doesn't matter. List them, and then stay with yourself and see what do you know and what you don't know. So try to assess yourself and give yourself a mark from 0 to 10. That it means 0%, 10% knowledge, 20% knowledge, 30% knowledge, and then you do this overlapping between being an expert and what is your current position today. Okay, what is your current position today? The other way to find out about these is to network with people. So if I am a mechanical engineer, I will have a look at the profile of mechanical engineer with the NASA or with a European Space Agency or with well-known Japanese lab or German company, car manufacturing company. And I will have a look and see what people they are recruiting, what kind of skills they are looking for. And I go through this. So you can also, how to say, get yourself out of the comfort zone and contact these people. Have a look, be friend with them. Many of them, they are very humble, very kind, very modest to network with. So don't be shy. The other thing, if you find it difficult to talk with these people with their right language and manners, probably, you can search those from your country, those you feel comfortable to work with. We have a lot of professors from Pakistan, from many Muslim countries. They are outstanding people. They have amazing career in industry, in academic, and so in academia and so on. So contact these people, or even have a look at what they are doing, what kind of job, and so on. And this, as I said, will help you to feed answering these questions, what these people know and why they are in that position, and then still maintaining that position. And if you want to be like them today or in a couple of years, what will be the journey that will take you there? Okay, what will be the vehicle that you need to use today to reach that level? Okay, so you have one strength or two or three, you need to identify them, and you need to be very clear about them. The other thing, the other part of the question is the weaknesses. What are your weaknesses? And we do have all weaknesses. We have a lot of gaps in our knowledge, whether it is soft skills or hard skills. Okay, so the question is, how can I avoid that these weaknesses play against me in any opportunity that might come to me? Okay, because sometimes there is opportunity that are coming all the days. We don't need to wait for an opportunity. We create an opportunity because we go to the opportunity. We apply for a job. We apply for a studentship. We apply for a grant. We apply we apply. We don't wait. We go. Whenever we feel that we are equipped for something, we search for it. A studentship, work placement, academic position, promotion, anything. We go for it. We don't wait for it to come. So when these opportunities, we find them, we need to ask ourselves, yes, I know my strength. Probably it's 40% linked to this. It overlaps perfectly well with this position or opportunity, but my chances is 40% or 60%. It doesn't matter. As long as you have reasonable chances, you can attempt it. Okay, the question is how our weaknesses, my weaknesses, will play against me in soft skills, in communication, and project management, and other related ones or technical ones, because I know that they are asking about 5 key methods or tools or techniques, and I know 3. There are 2 which I don't know. Okay, so you need to prepare yourself. You need to prepare yourself gradually to make sure that these weaknesses will not kill you. Okay, and not kill your chance. So you need to again have a learning strategy to reduce their effect. You cannot avoid them by 100% one day. Hopefully you can. Why not? Why not? But it might take you long journey to avoid them and delete them completely from your dark side. Okay, because these are weaknesses will be there. I give you an example. We are from North Africa. We've been taught in French, everything in French. We studied English in the high school, but we ignored it because in the university, most of us, even if we did engineering or medicines or other fields, we studied in French. So today, the world, the best language or the language that is used by everyone is English. So a lot of people, they are very, very talented. And I've been with the classmates who are excellent, better than me, far, far better. But they cannot get a chance to work, for example, in USA or in Germany or other countries. Why? Because the barrier, the communication, the language barrier is against them. And they cannot go over that obstacle. And they have not prepared themselves to go over that obstacle of language or other skills. So you need to work on this. So as I said, since I started discussing with people and try to think with them about an action plan. So I'm not going to say to you, this is the secret. Do this, do this, do that, do that. This is my own, how to say, understanding of the situation or your situation. But it has to come from you. Change come from inside. If you need to make the change yourself, not me. I'm going to give you ideas, but you need to sit down with yourself and cook or design or rethink about an action plan that is within your constraint, that works fine with your conditions and everything you have, with your financial conditions, with your social conditions, with. But we are here, myself, Dr. Inam, and many others, to push you, keeping you moving forward. Because whenever you'll ask us for a questions, for a paper, for a book, for something, even for financial aid, we are here to help. And there are many people who are keen to help, even financially. So I will come back to the question of EDX, EDX. So I'm going to put it on the chat here, and I'm going to show you later the dashboard for it. So EDX is education next generation. That's what does it mean. It's education, new version of education. Okay. So this platform, like any other, it's on the chat. I put it on the chat. It's like any MOOC, we call them MOOC platforms, massive open online courses. Many of us, a lot of people, they have discovered this after COVID-19. But these platforms have been there since 2012. Imagine we are talking about edX, and it has now 12 years, and many professors, many engineers around the world, many students, they don't know it exists. That it exists. And in parallel, there are thousands of engineers who used it to create opportunity for themselves, and they are abroad today. They got married, they got kids now, and they used edX as stepping stones to reach their goals. Okay, and they have plenty of examples. Okay, for mechanical engineer, chemical engineers, project managers, English teachers, all they used it step by step in an incremental way, and they got, how to say, a bright and brilliant CV. Because everything you are going to do there, you can add it to your CV. You can add it to your CV. So you have clear proofs, not talks, not words, no, evidences. You have clear evidences that you are highly qualified in that particular area. And we have verified certificates or verified courses from well-known and recognized institution that you are expert in this field. So if you are a software engineer, you have some very clear certified certificates from IBM, from Amazon, from Google, from Microsoft, from whatever. If you are a mechanical engineer, from Kuka Robotics or from such and such, if you are in any field, you have a kind of star like the armies from the recognized body. And this body, you have to know it. You have to know who are the bodies or institution that certifies people in your knowledge. Even we are academics, we have professional recognitions from academic institution to be teachers. Okay, so if I'm teaching today, not because I know how to teach or to prepare teaching material or to assess student, no, I've been trained for 2 years and I have been tortured for 2 years to do academic modules, to know how to assess and how to use pedagogy, how to use tools, and how to reflect about many things. And I can prove that I am I have the fellowship of the Higher Education Academy of UK, and I'm moving in that ladder. So if I am an associate, I'm expert fellow, senior fellow, principals, and so on. So tomorrow, if I want to be a minister of higher education, I will come there and then say I have the highest professional recognition in teaching, learning, and research strategy management, and I think I am the right person to lead the Ministry of Higher Education. It's not a wish. No, I will take it. I will take it. Okay, I will fight and compete in a fair way with anyone, and I will get it. Okay, this is how does it work. You should get prepared, and you should grab the opportunity. Take it. It's yours. It should be yours. Okay, so don't have to say play the low profile. Don't underestimate yourself. Don't be shy. If you know, you know. Okay, if it is for you, it must be for you. If not today, tomorrow. If not in your country, it's another country, because you are as a service. You are as an added value. You cannot have it in this place. You have it better in a different place, and this is the technique that you have to use. So EDX offers 90% discount for those who cannot pay the full amount. It's called EDX Financial Aid, and I'm going to post it here. It's very important that you know this, because some of you will say, okay, maybe I cannot access everything, or I don't know how to use it, and so on. So this is financial aid. So you can create an account in EDX, choose 1, 2, 5 maximum during the year, and as I said, study them and make an application to reduce the cost. So they will give you 90% discount. As I said to you, we come from poor countries, and we have to say it. We have to recognize it. And even though you will say to me, Harvard University or Stanford University or Imperial College London University will give you this course for $1. I cannot pay it as a student or an engineer from Pakistan or Tunisia or whatever, because I don't have the Visa card. I cannot make the payment. It's not straightforward. The central bank is putting restrictions. This is our reality. This is the reality. So what I have done during the last 10 years is I paid on behalf of anyone who is in that situation. I don't care if he has money or not. I don't care if he says, I will pay you in my home currency in Tunisia. I don't ask for that. You send me your account, the course name, login password with the coupon, and I do the payment. And I paid that myself. So I have done this. And in many cases, I asked colleagues, I asked friends from different countries to support their home students, and they did, and they did. Believe it or not, they have done it with a lot of students. So this year, what we have done, I said, we went back to the senior leadership of EDX and presented the case. We said to them, listen, we engineers in Western countries, academic in Western countries, we are trying to support our followers in our home countries, in rural area, in poor area, to get an equal chance to study very good content from top universities and companies. And the payment method, although you are doing a very kind, generous offer to us with 90%, we are still struggling to do that with a lot of students. So this year, we managed with a training center in Tunisia to have an annual unlimited access to edX, a full membership for an entire year for just $249 per year, and you can study up to 3,000 courses from the best university in the world. You can have dozens, hundreds of professional certification from IBM, from Microsoft, from Amazon, from Harvard, Stanford, MIT, whatever you like, as long as you are keen to learn. You can do all of them. If you are brilliant, you are Einstein, you manage your time, you are strategic, as I said before, and you can have many certificates. And we do have a lot of cases. I'm not talking about theory. I'm talking about practical cases and scenarios. So I'm going to share with you the dashboard for that. Okay, so this is I passed some details to Inam, Dr. Inam, about this. So this is the dashboard. As I said, it's from Protected Consulting. This is a training center based in Tunisia, and I'm going to put maybe in the chat the link that we put it for everyone in the world to express their interest, whether they are keen to subscribe to edX or not. And we have offered facilities for people to pay and so on. So this is the dashboard. In the dashboard, as you can see there, you can have all the skills from management, innovation, communication, machine learning, marketing, influencing, Python, agile methodology, business, automation, risk management, critical thinking, creativity, art, everything you want, everything. You can browse them by subject: business management, computer science, engineering, as I said, everything, social sciences, economic and finance, even from the World Bank and the Monetary Fund, humanity, science, art and culture, medicine, health and safety, education and teaching. Even for those who are listening to us who are academics, they can improve their techniques and ways of delivering content and secure a job in British universities. Why? Because they are trained with the right techniques and tools that British universities are using or American universities are using, not the way we teach in our countries. We are not certified as a professional to be teachers or academics or and so on. So if you want to secure a job in this country, they will ask you, oh, you don't have this professional qualification, you don't know this. So if you have studied this via edX, by using edX, you can at least, how to say, get better chance in the job interview. You can have history, anything, maths, design, food, nutrition, physics, electronics. You want to study nuclear, you can find it. Okay, you can find everything you want, there is nothing there. Even if you want to study music, there is music. Okay, so, and you have all the universities. So if you type Harvard University, when you have 169, this is real Harvard. This is not fake, guys. This is real Harvard. So you have some of the courses, they are called programs. Programs means 2 courses, 3 courses, 5 courses. Some of them could be even 15 courses. So this are either professional certificates or micro bachelors or micro masters. Okay, so it's a small size or light version of a bachelor or a light version of a master's. And all these courses, they are verified. They are verified. If I click on this, any one of them, I will show you later, you will be taught by the real people from Harvard or IBM and so on. So are all the courses. You choose whatever course you like in whatever the field, justice, chemistry, any field, medicine, anything, computer science, and you do it. And the best courses in computer science are these ones. We call them the CS 50. CS 50 courses. So CS 50 from Harvard University. Okay, I'll put that in the chat as well in case. So if you have one of these CS 50, you have better chance to be recruited as an engineer and a software engineer anywhere, because we know from heart, by practice, that if you get one of these courses, you have been filtered and you have been taught with the highest standard possible. And it is not easy to fake these certificates because they are verified. There are assignments there, and there is minimum pass grade, which is usually 60 or 70. It means if you get it, if you got it, it means you worked hard to get it. And there is a lot, hundreds of students. Today, we have over 400 students from Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco, and many other areas who managed to get these certificates. One or more. Some of the students and engineers, they got most of them. So, as I said, this is just an example. I will go back here, for example, and show you IBM, for example. Okay, IBM. So I want to work with an IBM or to have, so you can search using the dashboard and you can view all. Okay, you scroll down and you can see here, for example, IBM Data Science Professional Certificates is 10 courses. Imagine 10 models. Probably in an academic year, you will not study 10. Probably, I will say. If you want to be a full stack developer for IBM, Amazon, Facebook, Twitter, or whatever, and you have this professional micro bachelor's, it's equivalent of 1/3 of a real bachelor's, between 25% to 30% of a real bachelor or a real master's. I can go through all of this and show you all of them. Okay, all the IBM ones, all of them. So here we go. There is 1 of 10 courses, 4 courses. There is 8. There is 15 DevOps software engineer. Click on that one, for example. 15 courses from IBM, guys. It's not, and all of this will be free. All of this will be free as part of a professional, an annual membership that costs $249 per year. If you split them over 365 days, you might end up by 70p a day that you invest in yourself to get a DevOps engineer, which can get a salary of over 120,000 US dollar. And you can see there, you go scroll down, this are the courses: software engineering basics, DevOps basics, cloud engineering, Scrum fundamental, command shell of Linux, GitHub basics, Python for data science, and so on. And you move on, security for developers, and so on, until you get all the skills. If you go to there and see the instructors, you will be instructed by IBM managers, program managers of IBM. You will be by Doctor of Data Science with IBM, with Global Director for IBM Skills, the guys who are thinking about the skills for entrepreneur, for companies, and so on. So you will be taught by the right people, the best people in their field there. So as I said, you can search for whatever. You can start for the level basic level, intermediate level, advanced level, and so on. So you can search by different ways. You can search also for, if I clear all of this, you can search for micro programs, professional certification, micro masters, and so on. You can find all of them as well. So there is a lot of opportunities there that you can use. So what you need to take from what I've said so far is, what are your strengths, and do you have evidences, proofs that justifies that you are really excellent in that? That's the question. So if I'm computer engineer, I should have some courses from IBM, from Stanford, from Google, or from IBM. I should have some certificates from Harvard, IBM, Amazon, or whatever. I should have this because I know it. I can do this certificate very quickly. They cannot take you too long to do them. And I'm going to give you a real example of someone who has abandoned school for 7 years. A Tunisian guy, for economic reason, he was not able to move to the capital, to Tunisia, and study, because he's from a rural area, from the private background, and he cannot afford to study in the capital and afford the accommodation, the travel, and the expense. So what he did, he studied using edX. So I'm going to put his LinkedIn on the chat, and go and check yourself how many certificates and courses he managed to get in the last 4 months. In the last 4 months, he got certificates in Spanish. He has been accredited. I mean accredited as a teacher for foreign English teacher for as a foreign language, with 120 certificates from TEFL organization, which is one of the like British Council one, like the TESOL certificates, but this one is for teachers, not for me and you to learn how to write or to speak, or no, for teachers. He managed to do that. He is studying maths from Harvard and Stanford, and he got a lot of certificates from IBM, and he's still learning nowadays. He's still learning. This guy has lost, theoretically, 7 years from his life. 7 years from his life. Tomorrow, he can get a position with IBM as an engineer. So he has lost nothing. So the other question is that it doesn't matter where you are now. It doesn't matter what you have now. You need to think that one day, you will be given the opportunity to recover any loss you encountered in your life. Age, gaps, money, anything. You should have it. And how? When you are well prepared for the right opportunity for you. If you are well prepared for it, by strengthening your skills, by reducing the impact of the weaknesses and the gaps, you will get a chance. If not in your rural area, if not in the next city, if not in your country, you will get it somewhere in this globe. It doesn't matter. Today we can live here. I've been in France, I've been in Germany, I've been here. Tomorrow I can go back home. I can go to Africa, Central Africa, and work there. Why not? Kenya and Ghana, and they are moving rapidly in technology, and many others. So why not? I can go work for Ghana in Ghana and in Nigeria and so on. Why not? Why not? If I find better conditions there, I will go there. I don't care being here or there. I do care about my added value, as I said. I have the added value. I go and put myself in that condition. Okay, so this is as I said and explained, one way of using EDX, and it's available. and Dr. Inam will be our contact point in Pakistan to gather these requests for memberships if you are keen to do it. We can facilitate that for training centers, from incubator centers, innovation centers, universities, public or private. For companies, they can get dozens of membership, and they can split them between candidates across the year. Give everyone, for example, 2 months or 3 months to have unlimited access, and they can do it. Okay. The other thing I'm going to show to you, as I said, if I want to work, for example, these courses are very, very good. I still need other resources. I still need books. Okay. So the best books that you can find anywhere, if you search, you will find that the best books came from what is called O'Reilly. You see there? You see this book? You see these books with, in the cover page, there are animals all the time, eagles, monkeys, lions, and so on. This is the best publisher for scientific books in the world. It's called O'Reilly because it's a publisher that has 180 publishers in his network. Okay, it's not just one, because they are all together. And Microsoft is using O'Reilly, IBM are using O'Reilly, Motorola are using O'Reilly, all companies are using O'Reilly, and few universities in the world, they have O'Reilly library. And here in my university, I struggle to convince them to get the license of O'Reilly after 15 or 20 years working with them, because I used it in Motorola. I know what engineers are using. So the best content for books, you'll find them, because these are not just theoretical books. If you open any book of these, you will find code as well, real code from engineers. It's not just a book with a theory. You'll find the theory there, and you'll find the code. And this is one of the books I edited myself. I contributed to this book when I was a student. When I was a master's student, I wrote a chapter with this. Why? Because I was incrementally building my skills in IPv6. Nowadays, if you ask an engineer, a network engineer, or a security engineer, or a programmer what is IPv6, probably he doesn't know. This has been 20 years ago. 20 years ago. Okay, so we need to wake up, and catch up on everything we have done. I will tell you another thing. I'm reading, these are the books I'm using nowadays. PMP, project management, PMP, project management certification. Okay, this is in my office, in my desk. I'm reading about this. I'm trying to create processes and software and application to ease project management and so on. This is another one. I don't need to buy all of this because they are all available on O'Reilly. Okay, and we manage it. After 10 years of negotiation to get the annual membership with O'Reilly as well, through the same center, the Tunisian center that you can see there, which is called Protected Consulting. So if you see there, Protected Consulting, this is the legal entity that managed to get this license. And I'm going to share with you another screen to show you what you can find with O'Reilly. Okay, so I will okay, stop presenting this, or stop presenting this one, and I'm going to share another one, which is O'Reilly. Okay, this is O'Reilly. Okay, so what is O'Reilly? O'Reilly is, as I said, a group of publishers, 100. So you can find all the best books there. So for example, project management, you'll find all of them. See the books I have showed you, they are all there. Not only books, but you can find also courses. You can find also videos. Okay, so in any field, in anything, Those who are developers, if you type, for example, Java, for example, you'll find everything about it. So you can find all the latest books, videos, and so on. You find them there. The latest one, okay? Everything you want. If you would type, for example, here, Cisco, for example, those who are network engineers, who want to be a network engineer or security engineer, you can have all the certification there, certification guides, everything there, everything you want. If you are in data or something like that, Microsoft Power BI, for example, okay, I want to do data analytics with Power BI or Primavera or whatever, you'll find the books there. You find everything. And these same courses, these same, these are the books. You find, as I said, videos and audios on O'Reilly, and you can get an annual membership for 1 year for $249, and you can access all books, all videos, and interact with the experts. All of these, you find them on edX. So I will go back and stop this O'Reilly and show you that this is also available on edX. I'm going to go back to edX, and I will put, for example, there, for example, Power BI. Okay, Power BI. I want to be certified from Microsoft as Power BI, or to have some courses on data analytics or data whatever. You will find them. Here we go. You find everything you want. Okay, all courses for Power BI in English, in Spanish, in whatever. You will find plenty of them. You find them even from the best universities, like Technical University of Munich, which is top 25 in the world. You find a lot of things. You find big data from IBM. You find a lot of related Power BI or data analytics or whatever from this. So this is our professional certification. If you need books, you go to O'Reilly. And I'm going to put here the link for O'Reilly that you can try for 10 days. It used to be for 1 month, but unfortunately, nowadays they reduced it. So again, this will be available in Pakistan with local currency. edX will be available there for individual engineers, academic, universities, anywhere. And please share the information with anyone. If someone cannot afford it, myself, Dr. Inam, many others will be keen to help you. If someone is expert in his area, he could use edX as a learning platform, and he can organize boot camps, summer schools, and so on. So you provide the content from edX or O'Reilly, and you do the face-to-face, the workshop, the practicals yourself. And that's what Inam is doing. He's doing amazing job. And you have to be you are very lucky, honestly. You are very lucky to find someone who dedicates his time, his effort, his neurons. He's burning his neurons every day to give you the best knowledge possible. And he's not seeking any financial reward out of this. He's doing it for the sake of providing the best knowledge to you. So take the opportunity. I think I have covered all the points. Now I will open the floor for questions, anything you like, whether it is about edX, about studentships, about opportunities, about personal advice, anything you want. Dr. Inam, the floor is yours.
That's such a great conversation you did with all of the people around the world, I will say, because some other people joined us from other countries as well. And it was such a amazing information you delivered to the people. And really, I hope that all of them will try to take these opportunities for their near future careers, and they will build their self in a better way. So if anyone is having any questions, so they can ask, either they can write a question, or if someone wants to ask directly through voice, so they can also open their mic and they can ask question as well. If anyone is having question, please ask. Yes, Sami, I think he is going to ask a question, right? if anyone is having question.
By the way, Inam, I put on the chart the spreadsheet that lists all the professional certification that you can get for free, all of them for free. There are 300. You have the spreadsheet, you have the link. You click on the link, go, it will take you to EDX. You can see the content, you can see the courses, you can see the model. And if you get an annual EDX annual membership, you will get them for free. So you don't need to, how to say, to go any training center that will be charge you thousands of dollars, while you can get it for free as part of an annual membership. So you can share this with anyone you want.
Yeah, sure, Professor. I will even share in my circle as well. Professor, some people was asking about the master's degree. So is edX is only towards the courses, or either they are offering some like degrees as well?
Yeah, edX offers verified credit eligible courses. So you can make up your own programs, and you can apply for Harvard or Stanford or Imperial College London or top universities with the online courses. They get less credit compared to real ones, but they can help you to reduce the number of courses and the fees for the real one. So you may have that. So edX, they do have micro bachelors, and they do have micro masters. They do have them, and they are part of the membership. Okay, so these, they count for probably 20 to 30%, 20 to 30% of a real master from the same university, or from any university that is part of edX partners, because edX is a partners of top universities in the world. So if you get something from Harvard, Edinburgh College London or Imperial College London or Oxford will recognize it, and vice versa. Okay, so what you need to be strategic yourself. So for example, if I want to be a data scientist, and I find 2 top courses from Harvard, 2 top courses from IBM, 2 top courses from Stanford, 2 top courses from this, so I get all of them. I will choose the best of the best, and I make up my own pathway or learning journey. I could have 20 best courses in my field. In networking field, I have the best 20 courses. If I am security engineer, I have the top 10 best courses. Whether they are micro master, micro bachelor, I don't care. At the end of the day, if I come to a job interview with IBM or Microsoft, whoever, I will challenge them. They are not going to put me in a weak position. I will put them in the weak position. I will say, I have studied all of this. I am equivalent to a graduate from Harvard or Stanford. I'm equivalent to them. I have been taught by the same professors. I have done the same homeworks, exercises, and I passed them with the best grade possible. So how someone will turn you down about this? No. And as I said, you have to be strategic. It's about strategy, guys. It's about your time, how you manage it. It doesn't matter, as I said, your situation now. You are 50 years old, 60 years old. It doesn't matter. Life will not end unless you decide yourself to stop learning.
Professor, we are having a question. The person is from India, and they are asking that can a beginner also join the course? Do they teach from basic to advanced level? As I'm in the first year of BTech, means like bachelor's.
Well,
Yeah.
there are students who are 16 and 17 years who are still in the high school who are doing these courses. Okay, so it's not about age, it's not about this. As I said, you can start with your level. Start to taste and identify your level. Remember the first questions. Assess yourself, where you are, what is your strength and what is your weakness. Okay, you know this 30%. Start with something that is 30% aligned to your knowledge. If you feel yourself comfortable with it, move to the next level, third level, but keep moving in one stream. Don't jump here and there. If you want to develop some skills in one area, explore it from top to the bottom. Dive deeper, 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 deeper. The farthest point you can reach. Never, ever stop. Okay, make yourself the best knowledgeable person in that particular area or in that particular technique.
That's so great, Professor. Professor, there are some students from abroad as well. They was asking from me from last few weeks. They were saying that if we do not want the certificate, but we want to learn only, were there from edX platform. So, like, there are some PhD students from abroad. They are curious to learn about the new skills, because if a professor or like they are having some problem in their topic and they want to learn some specific programming language or like that, so do you can you give us a good answer about that
Okay,
because they do not need certificate but they need that
okay,
skill for their
okay.
PhD.
Everyone is going to paradise except those who refuse. There is hadith that says everybody of my ummah will go to the paradise except those who refuse to do it. So if you are learning on edX, all the courses, some of them they have half three for free, couple just an introduction, just a flavor is free, and the other is paid. As I said, paid with 90% discount or paid or free with an annual membership. So if, let's say, I am going to spend 10 hours of learning, and you can say, okay, you learn, that's fine, because we want to learn, we focus on learning and gaining things, that's fine. But what if I can learn and then get a certificate? Because most of the engineers and academics in our world, nobody doubt they have a good experience, but unfortunately none of them is capable to prove it. Okay,
Agreed. Yeah.
and that's the trap that anyone must avoid from today. If you have done 5 years programming, if you have done 5 years in this, and if you have done 10 years of this, you should have something that is recognized worldwide and nobody can doubt it. Okay.
That's really a great answer you did. And what about Dr. Imad? Can you tell us something about, like, if there are some institutions over here, they want to cop up with the edX through you, so how they will do that? Like, there are
Yeah,
some
yeah. Okay,
organizations.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They will do it through you, Inam. You are the ambassador. So there are different ways for doing this. So I have cases of professors who are 100% convinced that this is very, very important for their students. So some of them, they paid from their own pockets for the 90%, the 10% remaining. So they asked this student to enroll, apply for the financial aid, and then send them the details, and they did it themselves because they do have a visa card. I'm talking about professors who took the initiative to provide the best courses for their student for free. Okay, this is one way. The other way, as an institution, I can get, for example, 10 or 20 licenses. Okay, and then I take the student per group. Let's say first trimester the master student, second trimester the PhD student, the third trimester such and such. Okay, I can prioritize, for example, first year, second year. I don't offer them something, but those who are going to graduate, I'd like to give them another layers, another levels of knowledge to make them comparable to those who graduate from France, Germany, UK, to make them competitive, highly competitive in the world job market. Okay, so for example, if you have foreign companies like IBM or Microsoft who wants to create headquarters in Pakistan, in Peshawar or others area or whatever, they will recruit people from there. Imagine IBM wants to create a headquarter in Pakistan. She's going to recruit IBM certified engineer from there, and if you are there, you will be the right person to recruit. You have to think ahead very, very ahead about this. So as I said, they can, if they have money, they can buy one individual license for every single student, every single academic. If they don't, they have to make their mind, depending on their budget, and they can get it. And they can, all of them, student, or they can pay with the local currency. That's the reason. We are not asking them to pay with dollars or Visa cards and so. Somebody else with a legal entity there will do this on their behalf, but they can pay with their local currency, and the local distributor can help them to facilitate the payment if there is means to guarantee that between the two parties. So that's what we are doing actually in Tunisia. So some of the students, they cannot pay. We can say, okay, we can make 2 or 3 payment. Others, for example, they are very good, they are very keen, and so on. We offer them free, and so on, because we are focusing on learning. We are not making this as a business. People, they need to understand that we have done this for free for 10 years, guys. So, but this is a unique opportunity, and I'm afraid personally that EDX will not be available in the coming years. It could not be available. Even if we pay whatever we want, we are keen to pay, probably will not be available. So we need to take advantage of this.
Professor, we are having one question from biotechnology. There is a student named Habiba. She is saying that can I join a micro bachelor's and a course, like as he is a student from biotechnology department?
Well, I put all the bio things on the chat. She can see that. See there? There is biomedical, biotechnology, bioengineering, nanotechnology, all of this, biology, everything. You have plenty of, from cell biology from Harvard. There are courses from many, biology part 1, 2, 3, 4, and there are certificates. Yes, of course, she can find everything she wants. You have to be just strategic. Either you target a professional course, 2 or 3 together, or you can pick and choose and build up your own learning pathway. So everything is possible. And I'm showing you the dashboard. As I said, I put just by you, and you explore it. You see, you, as I said, you make your own learning strategy and start step by step.
Yeah. Professor, did you establish, one of the student was asking me directly on my WhatsApp, he was saying that, did the professor establish some sort of a center over there in the Edinburgh or like that?
No, we don't need it. We don't need it. I'm still an academic. I'm still a professor in the university. But as I said, I'm directing everything to Protected Consulting, which is a company, not a company, it's training center, certified training center in Tunisia, who's providing different training workshops for in English, in project management, in cybersecurity, and so on. And they are the official partners of EDX, O'Reilly, and many others, top providers, learning provider in the world. So if anyone is interested, you can copy the same thing like Protected Consulting and have it in Pakistan, have it in other countries. If you think about making business out of this and providing this there, why not? Yes, I do encourage anyone to do that.
Professor, there are some government organizations, like as I previously discussed with you as well, there are some organizations, they are keen to work because like recently I was teaching some of the courses over here, and it's completely free for the students, and they are paying some amounts for the trainers as well. So it was free for the students, completely free for the students. So, like, is it possible that the protected consulting or like the edX, like especially as it is the direct partner of edX, so we can do establish some sort of a center or like liaison with the edX like that? Is it possible?
Well, as I said, what you can do as a center, for example, you can have a couple of licenses per year, and then if you have students, you offer them 1 free month, for example, during the time for the training. You know, this is the only way. Practically speaking, this is the only way. If a center or an organization owns some access, they can spread them the way they like. They charge or they don't charge. It's up to them, you know. Individual, as I said, it's always the question is who is going to pay the $1 or the $10 on their behalf. Who is that person who take that? If an organization will say, for example, okay, instead of getting an annual membership with $249 for one entire year for 3,000 courses, probably is too expensive. It's not too expensive, you know. One course from Harvard costs at least $400. So an annual membership is less than the price of one single course. So they have to think about the cost effectiveness of the way how they are going to provide this. The other thing, although we have a lot of centers in our world, we have good people there. They are doing amazing work, but unfortunately their certificates is worthless. Because I cannot say, for example, to IBM, I've been trained by a training center in Pakistan and they have done this. Nobody will trust you, even I say from Tunisia or anywhere else. And that's, I think that's the question that we need, how to say, to avoid, because these weaknesses are playing against us, and we feel unjust, and we feel injustice about this. That's the rule of the game. That's the rule, guys. That's the rule. You have to apply the rules, and that's it.
That's true, Professor. There are some students. They was asking that, is the username and password you provided me and I given to some sort of academic students? They was over here in Pakistan. They said that only videos we can like easily check through that
Yeah,
username and password. Yeah.
yeah. The one, it's the same one I'm using just now, is to explore. As I said, is to explore what is available. It's not to enroll. If you want to enroll, you will have your own account. If you can see there on the top here on the screen, you will have your name on it. Why? Because everything is verified. These are not fake courses. These are not fake professional certificates. Are yours, and they are trusted, and they are verified that are yours. So if you, that's why I said, for example, for a company and so on, they can rotate the membership. So each time it will be on one name. So if that person finishes his course and manages to pass the assessment and so on, he will get his certificate on his name. So this is a generic account. The one I sent you is a generic account. It's just for the company. If you are going to enroll and study, you will not get the certificate yourself. It's a demo account for demo only purposes.
Okay, that's so nice of you, Professor. Okay, okay. The guy asked about that demo account. So after the session, if someone is not having that demo account, they can contact me directly. I will share my email address over here. If someone is interested, I will just share that demo account with them.
Yeah, and
And
this is the website of the Tunisian Center. There is a form there.
Mhm.
They can, how to say, put their interest. There is a form, register. They put their country, and will collect these contact and send them back to you, Inam. Or what you can do is, as I said, you have Inam email. Contact him, and he will see locally how many people are interested, how many are keen to pay, how many organizations, and so on, and he will liaise later with protected consulting to get things. It is possible, because now what we are, how we are distributing this, we are distributing this across the MENA region, the Muslim countries, let's say. That's my primary aim, is to help the Muslim countries to get access to this. So we order them in a bunch, in a group, and we distribute 10 for Tunisia, 10 for Morocco, 10 for Pakistan, and so on. And we do that in every month. Okay, so that's why we try to act together. And this is another thing: learn how to work together, guys. Don't isolate yourself. Connect with people, local people. Work in clubs. Work in clubs if you are a student. Create clubs. Create a community center, scientific community center, even in a rural area. Work together. This is how does it work. Okay, if I'm today here, I'm providing some knowledge to you because I'm networking with you and you are networking with me. Tomorrow I will network with another person, and you create clusters of people who share the same mindset, the same ambition, the same goals as you, and you will learn a lot from them.
I will say something like that, Professor. Like, even if someone is moving abroad for a master's, PhD, they also need these sort of supportive courses for their like for their career grooming and all of these things. So these are much needed courses, publications, IELTS, GRE. All of these things collectively can make their CV better, and then they can apply
Yeah,
for.
Inam, I will show them something. I will show them. If a lot they are, for example, if you move abroad, they need for English, and you have all the English there, all the English courses certification are there, including IELTS preparation. So English for communication, English for writing, English for business, English for academic, English for whatever. You find them, all of them there. So even if you don't have the qualification, the IELTS or whatever, you will find there. If you want to prepare IELTS, you don't need to go to British Council. You don't need it, British Council. You have IELTS, is there. Okay. So you find type IELTS and you find IELTS preparation. Okay, I'll try to find it there or search again. Okay, you will find everything you want. Everything you want, you will find it there. So you need to be strategic. You need to, just as I said, to know how to use it, and you'll find everything you want. So this is another way for those who wants to apply for a PhD studentship or studentship. If you will ask you about research skills, do research skills on edX. Train yourself on research skills. Nobody taught you how to do research skills. So qualitative or quantitative research, type research, and you'll find a lot of there. You can see there quantitative and qualitative research. Okay, how you do it. Research methodology in psychology. Someone wants to do a PhD in psychology. What are the research methods? If he has been offered the PhD studentship, they will ask him, what are the right and appropriate research method that we apply in our field? He will say, huh? So avoid that. What are the research method in networking? What are the research method in security or cybersecurity? You should not put yourself in the trouble. You should be prepared. And edX could help you to do that. Okay.
That's really a great answer you've given, and I hope that the students have learned a lot from your session. And Professor, there is one last question. Then I will even ask again from the students as well if someone is asking. But there is one question I received on my WhatsApp. There is a owner over here. It's a very prestigious institute over here in Pakistan. He's the owner of that institute. Later on, after the session, I will discuss with you properly as well about his institute and his things. He was talking about that how I can establish some sort of a center like the protected consulting based in Pakistan. Like, if he wants to use his own institute name and he wants to establish it over here, because he's if I personally say about that institute, so it's from years, like from decades, that institute is working over here in Pakistan in computer networks and all of the things. It is based all over Pakistan. They are having campuses all over Pakistan. So they basically messaged me about the head of that institution. He messaged me because he was aware about this session. So he just messaged me that I should ask you that should we establish some sort of a liaison with edX for
Well,
his
yeah.
platform.
Anyone who is keen to replicate, to photocopy all the services, we will give him everything. Yes, the answer is a big yes. We'll give him everything, the trade secret, if you like, with the services and how to do that. and we'll be happy if he to do something, say in protected consulting Pakistan. Take it as is for project management, for cyber security, for training, for EDX, for whatever. That's fine. There is no issue about that. So you can write to the company, or to myself, or to the company directly, and we can have a one-to-one meeting with him. So I will put down my Gmail in case for those who want to probably to get in touch. Unfortunately, guys, I'm not reachable through LinkedIn because I have 30,000 friends. I've been kicked off Facebook, although I used to have around 4 million followers. So, but in my account, this was disabled. So if you have anything, my best contact point is Dr. Inam. He's your local, the ambassador. He's Imed there. So if you have any questions, anything, send it to Inam. We'll have a discussion with him. We are in permanent contact, and we will think what will be the best way to answer your question or to support you. Whether you are an individual, whether you are a training center, a government body, whatever, we'll have to say, consider with the highest focus possible your request, and get back to you.
Sure. Thank you so much, Professor, for your time. I will ask again from the students. If there is no question from your side, then I think this is enough for today. And thank you so much, Professor, for your time. Really, it was a great session. You given enlightened the students so well about the edX courses, and you basically encourage them to make their profiles in a better way. Because there are so many students over here in Pakistan. There, even apart from students, there are some practitioners, engineers, and some of them are lecturers, professors over here as well. They want to groom themselves in a better way. So I think edX is a best platform. They will must use that platform, and I will also personally encourage them. Really, thank you so much for your time. Professor, there is a last question. When we get a certificate from edX, then we attach it in our CV or apply to any foreign university. Will they ask any question about this certificate? Last question, Professor.
Okay. The one who asked about this, I will ask him to click on the link there. It's a profile, it's a LinkedIn profile. Click on that one, scroll down to the certificates, choose any certificate and click on it. Choose any one of them. It will direct you straight away to the website of edX. They are verified. They are authentic certificates. So you can put them on your CV with their ID, unique ID. You could put them on LinkedIn. You could put them the way you like. Nobody will say they are fake or unreal or they are not valuable. Okay, so they are verified with number of hours, with number of assessment, and so on and so on. So yes, you should have a big section in your CV or your LinkedIn with these professional certification and courses from top university. Pick and choose. Be strategic. Aim high. Try to shoot the moon. If you miss it, you land on stars. That's the way how to work.
Really, thank you so much, Professor, again for your time. And I hope that students and the community have learned a lot from your session. Really, thank you so much for your time again. And I hope that we'll do much more sessions about edX and about grooming students, professionals, and practitioners. So, anything you want to say at the end?
Yeah, we are, as I said at the beginning, there are hundreds and thousands of Imed and Inam around you who are keen to support you with every mean possible: financial, knowledge, advice, guidance, recommendation, and so on. There are many of us who are keen, but the change has to come from you. You are the drivers of the change. Be strategic. Think about your strength and make it more stronger. Think about your weaknesses and try to delete them from your way. And as I said, try to network with people around you from anywhere in the world, and you will be definitely successful. If Inam managed to get his position after 30 or 40 years, you should get it earlier than that. If I manage to talk today to you while I'm about to turn 50, you should be in my position, in similar position, and you are in your 30. That's how does it work. So I will be around anytime needed, Inam, Dr. Inam, and thanks to everyone who is here. The message is don't hide the information. Share the information on social media, on TikTok, on Facebook, and everything. Share it for everyone. You can create the change by sharing knowledge.
Really, thank you so much for your time. And again, I will say that really it was a great information you've given us. And I hope we will do much more sessions about this sort of topic again as well, because there are so many organizations they was about to like ask about the question. So I will try to connect you with that organizations as well. And very soon I will try to connect you with some other people, like we can do liaison with them quite easily. And
Okay.
thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Wish you all the best. Stay in contact. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye. Bye. Thank you. You can take some screenshots with people if you like. If they want to take a screenshot of this, give them the time as well. Probably, if they
Yeah.
want an individual one, we can have
Yeah.
with them as well. So
Yeah, Professor, the section is already recorded, and we'll try to put that on YouTube as well. So, like
okay,
many more.
you have the green light to do and to distribute the material, the links. If you missed some of them, don't hesitate to ask me. I will provide them again. If you need some screenshots or real examples or something like that, don't hesitate to do so.
Sure, sure, sure,
Okay.
sure. Thank
Okay.
you
Thank
so much.
you. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Wassalam.
Assalamu alaikum.